Guys, let me tell you, 2020's been an absolutely crazy year, and finally we have some good news around COVID-19. There's a vaccine. It's called the Pfizer's vaccine. I know there's a few other vaccines going around the world right now. Well, companies are making them, well, not going around. I think there's only one vaccine going around the world right now, and that's Pfizer's vaccine. If you don't know what's going on, there's this pandemic around the whole world. I'm assuming you know what the COVID-19 pandemic. I don't know. Maybe you're watching this 10 years in the future in there or something, and you're watching this video for like a school project or something, trying to figure out what happened back in the COVID-19 pandemic. Which is fine. There's this virus back in January that started spreading around 2020. It shut down schools, businesses, all that stuff because of this pandemic. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people are poor now because they can't work, and a lot of people are dying, and which is a little bit sad. Luckily, Pfizer just created this new vaccine, and so far, a lot of countries adopted it, which is, well, not adopted it, but accepted it and approved of it. One of the countries is the UK, the United Kingdom, Canada, I think maybe Australia. I'm not completely sure about that, but I know Canada and the UK just accepted and just approved of the Pfizer's vaccine. The vaccine is in the US right now, but the FDA hasn't approved of it. They're still doing tests on it, but they said that they're ready to ship it out. Once they get the go-ahead from the FDA, they're going to ship this vaccine across all the around the whole world. Not the whole world, but around the whole country to all 50 states. This vaccine is going to be a little hard to transport because this vaccine has to be kept in a freezer and in this mobile freezer, and then once it reaches to the hospitals or whatever, they get placed into another permanent fridge so they can be stored at cold temperatures. I don't know why the vaccine needs to be in very cold temperatures, but that's what happens. So yeah, all these airplanes, all these ships or whatever are going to have mobile freezers on it so they can transport this vaccine. How this works is that they loaded it on an airplane. It's going to fly it to all 50 states. All right, and after that, these mobile freezers can keep the vaccine frozen for 30 days until they have to get moved to a more permanent freezer so they can be stored long term. Right now, there's only a limited amount of COVID-19 vaccines that Pfizer or these health professionals can give out. So the plan is that they're going to give out the vaccine to people like healthcare workers. The healthcare workers are going to get this vaccine first, and after they get the vaccine, they're going to give it to people who really need it, like very old people, seniors, all those type of people. They're going to need it. All right, and after that, we'll go to the mainstream media. Not the mainstream media, but yeah, we'll go to the general public. A lot of people are really concerned about this vaccine. Some people are claiming that this vaccine will have a microchip in it, so they'll track you. I don't personally believe in that because of all things they can track you. We carry cell phones nowadays. How would the U.S. track? Honestly, the world governments can just track us, alright? Our phones nowadays have the capability on tracking us. The U.S. these companies don't need to put microchips inside of us via vaccine just to track us. They don't need to do that. We carry our phones around, so that theory is stupid, alright? And this vaccine was made. I know there's some people who are claiming that this vaccine has issues, and one of the issues that they're talking about with this vaccine is it's giving people allergic reactions, which is not really good. But according to them, according to the FDA, not FDA, but according to Pfizer, the vaccine causes if you have issues with having allergic reactions to shots before to other vaccines, then you might get an allergic reaction again with this one. And they said this is just a common side effect, and it's nothing that bad, not that serious. Personally, I won't be taking the COVID-19 vaccine. First of all, I don't like needles, alright? I always have and always will, alright? I just can't stand needles. So that's why I'm going to personally stay away from it. And second of all, I'm not really afraid of COVID-19, alright? To be honest, it's not that deadly of a disease. I understand that around 300,000 people almost died from this vaccine, and millions are infected. But 300,000 is not a lot if you compare to the amount of people that recovered. Um, I think around 4 to 5 million people, at least in the United States, recovered from COVID-19. I personally know people who had the virus, and they said, "Oh yeah, I just couldn't smell or taste stuff." Honestly, if you believe the virus is deadly, like if you go out and say, "Hey, this virus is really scary. I'm gonna try my best to stay away from the virus," and then yeah, you may think that then you might affect yourself because your body will believe, "Hey, this virus is super deadly," and which will represent you making you more sick. So personally, I believe this virus is not that dangerous. So all that stuff. And it's also the same principle when it comes to medication. Doctors will give you medicine saying, "Hey, this medicine will help you with your certain side effect." In reality, the pill is just a sugar pill, and your body thinks, "Hey, this pill is gonna make me better," and it makes you happier because you think you're getting better, and as a result, you're gonna feel better. That's what I understand. So it's just a psychological trick. And yeah, so I don't really personally believe that this virus is not that deadly. And if I get it, oh well, it's not that big of a deal. I'm still gonna, if I get COVID, I'm still gonna make videos. All right, unless I get really sick, then I won't. But I'm not really that afraid of COVID-19. And the people who had the virus, like I said before, seemed like it's not that big of a deal. Said, "Oh yeah, I just couldn't couldn't just eat anything for a while, and I had to be in bed, and I was fine." And that's kind of the reality of this COVID-19 vaccine. A lot of people are going to get it, and they're going to just be fine, alright? But if you want to take the vaccine, go right ahead. And I think this pandemic is about to come to an end, because that means no more lockdowns, no more masks, and all that crazy stuff. And 2021 will be we'll go back to normal. I don't know exactly. Well, maybe you might be wearing masks for another 3 to 6 months until everyone gets the vaccine. But honestly, this pandemic is almost to the end, guys. And let me tell you, this year's been absolutely insane. Like, honestly, there's a lot of things. Honestly, this whole world this year's been completely unreal, and I don't know. This whole year has been unreal for me, guys. It feels like a massive dream, to be honest with you, but I know it's not, because I already had dreams and I've been trying to lucid dream for the past month or two. That's a totally different story. I think I'll tell you guys about that one another day. But at the end of the day, guys, I'm so glad that the vaccine's coming out and people are getting it now. I know there has some side effects to it, but I'm so glad that there is a vaccine for COVID-19. Honestly, this has been a crazy year, and I can't wait for 2021. A lot of great things is going to happen in 2021 and all that stuff. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and yeah, see ya. Peace.